Neither one of you will be starting.
What do you mean? We've done everything that you asked of us.
How many of those do you guys have? Now, as I was saying, neither of you will be starting, but both of you will be playing.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. You both get reps at QB. This is a defense-first team now, so I don't need your heartbreak kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't. Understand?
But you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the Heartbreak Kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more concerned what you can do now in college and winning a lot more at ease. So I'm gonna rotate you guys. I'm gonna stick with the hot hand until I see what I can get out of one of you. And you'll start the first half. If you do well enough, you'll stay in. If not, we'll see what Tommy's got.
Coach, you can't be serious.
You two are competitors, right? Well, that's how you're gonna have to approach this, as a competition. Now go on, get out of here.
EA Sports coverage of college football takes us to Miami, Florida, and Hard Rock Stadium for the 2019 Kickoff Classic and an early season matchup of powerhouses. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on the Trojans from Southern Cal. College football is back here on EA Sports. The new season underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. From the gun, Flynn. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Flynn, and his throw is incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a pickup of 6, and that'll give them a 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's a gain of 8.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Flynn. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Flynn, and he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. A first down carry here for Charles. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge.
And he is in for a USC touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Trojans have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Already down 7-0. Here comes his first collegiate snap on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like because you know Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
But the coaches even said to us, Charles, that at times he reminds them of a running back.
Yeah, and they don't want to say it very loudly and take all the motivation away from this young man. But if they had to move him to running back full time, they'd be very confident that he'd be a good one.
From the gun, Rivers. And that's complete. It's Allington. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards, a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jennings, and he is in. Touchdown Gators. Taking it in from 11 yards yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now an inside handoff for Charles. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first, here's Washington. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Flynn under pressure, and down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he finds Beasley, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. A 24-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. What a special moment for him. The first passing touchdown of his college career, and certainly a moment that he will never forget.
And it always helps to get that first one out of the way, doesn't it? I know right now that he just wants to go and jump to the top of the stadium and throw his hands up and exult a little bit. But he's had a chance to prove that he can do it now. He got it done. It's been a long time in the making. Now he's just got to harness that emotion and continue to play.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That
first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now a draw play. Here's Charles. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple of... And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The USC punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Trojans 7.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st down, it's Jennings, and he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
He was taken
now a 2nd down and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Rivers now from the 50. Caught. It's Ellington. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Good. 4.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. 1st and 10, Florida. They go play action. Rivers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his 1st ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down at the 41.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Brings up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flynn, complete to Washington. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports.
28.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They go back to the ground now with Charles. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
To throw on 2nd down. Flynn. That's complete. It's Charles. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Washington. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
14-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And a field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun. Flynn, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and as a result, possession switches hands. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
The Gators now with a 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And he almost George finally out of bounds right down around the goal line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. The Gators now with a 1st and goal. From the gun, Rivers, and that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida, from a yard out. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. And that's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his 1st ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story, because ordinarily, when a junior's making his 1st start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to it, but in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his 1st start as a junior, and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can't get away, and he's taken down.
A loss of 8 yards.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the defense has come up with it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense, and that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. From 8 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback, and that certainly makes Coach O'Brien's job at the postgame press conference a lot easier.
And you're right, it certainly made Coach O'Brien's press conference awfully easy. But how about the conversation he's now going to have with Tommy Matthews? Because all indications we had from talking with Coach during the preseason, he told them both that they were going to get their chance. But now that this guy's thrown 5 touchdown passes, now he has to go back to Tommy Matthews and kind of shrug his shoulders and say, I know what I intended to do. I know what we talked about. But he's got the hot hand. We're going to have to go with it.
On 1st and 10, Flynn throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now
following the incomplete pass. Here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Flynn. And Walker has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down. So from the 36 now. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get the ball.
Operating from the gun. Flynn. It's caught to Charles. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
42-yard line.
53 is the mic. Come to my work.
From the gun, Flynn, and Walker with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
31's the mic. And here we go.
On 1st down, Flynn, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Gain of
23 yards, the final tally. The Trojans come up now 1st and goal. They run it. It's Charles. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Short of the goal line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Today's final score, Gators 42, Trojans 7.